Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, lad from the woods. I'm back on the GoPro because I'm thinking I got this thing working right. I'm not sure. We're going to find out because I'm doing a video. It's 2:30 in the morning on Monday. Hold on here. I don't know the date. June. What the fuck? Monday, January 9th. So I thought, well, since I'm up, I'll get, hold on here. I fired up a coffee because I fell asleep early and now I'm up and I can't go back to sleep. And of course I'm adding to that problem by having coffee. I was just uploading some of the last videos that I was behind on, although I found another bunch of videos on this thing that I'd forgotten about from the 22nd of November, but that's a lot of hunting stuff in there, so I'm going to put them up anyway. You guys will just have to learn with my haphazardness and how my videos go up. They just go up. I'm trying to now make sure I do a better job of keeping them, you know, up to date more, so... And because I mean there was a lot of catching up and shit to do, but now I'm finding more time with it and we're getting things done. So with that in mind, today I've got to go drive that new truck, which is just killing me because number one, I was going to say, well, you know, my new truck, but it's not my new truck, it's the bank's truck, and I don't like banks. I've not liked them since my third Harley Davidson, in which the bank manager acted worse than anything up till that point I had ever done as a biker, and but yet he wears a suit and I'm a scuzzbag, I guess, according to those people. But he ended up being a worse scuzzbag than me. Anyway, long story short of it is I don't trust banks. So for me, that big fancy thing sitting out there don't belong to me. It belongs to the bank, even if I am making payments and everything on it. But it's just, I've never owned anything brand new and I've never had a debt like this, man. Like, wow, this is a heavy trip. And it's not my way. I like to be able just to be light, and if I wanted to jump in an old piece of shit and be gone, I could be gone because I'd own the thing and wouldn't have to worry about people chasing me like a bank for money, whatever. But here we are. Anyway, it's not all about me. Part of the reason having the new truck and all that is because I have to ferry around an 81-year-old mother to her appointments and do her groceries and stuff, and you know, take care of whatever she needs looked after down the hill at her place. So that's okay. I mean, it's going to get us camping next year, come spring, whenever I start camping. I've got a good vehicle with a good sized box on it that I feel better about, so I can carry the ATV and then the boat behind it on the trailer. So that'll be a big help. I hate the tires on it. They're just they're all seasons. They're not my 10-ply knobbies, but I've spoke about this before. I'll just wear these off and get some proper tires. I don't think I'll wear them out before next winter, but maybe I'll try on purpose. No, I won't do that. But I've had enough expenses between the well and this, so I'm not getting any help to help me put the ATV onto a trailer that a buddy left here that he said I could use, but I told him I needed his help, but I haven't heard from him, and that seems to be typical these days. So I may end up having to call this Lanark small engine and get them. I guess there's a battle going on with the cats. No snarling, but bouncing around. Anyway, I think I'm going to get them to come pick it up, and I'm going to give them the parts and just tell them fix the fucking thing before winter's over, because I'm not getting any help. I can't do it myself, and I don't have a winch on it. So, and I'm damned if I do. If I buy a winch to put it on it so I can load it onto the pickup truck, then I've spent whatever money on that, and it'll still have to go in for the wiring because I don't do wiring of that nature. I mean, the hookup and everything was all there before, but it's old and needs to be replaced. So anyway, I guess I'm just going to have to grin and bear it and take the machine over there. He charges like 80 bucks an hour, which is going to absolutely kill me, but I don't know what else to do. So I need my grizzly. It's January. It's going to be the middle of the month at the end of this week already. And I haven't even been out ice fishing. Yeah, the weather's been shit, but I'm certain I can get out on a couple of lakes further up north towards Zumpa. Some of these little valley lakes that freeze and stay froze, even with the shit weather. Now, it was down to minus 15 C last night. Tonight it didn't, or this evening it didn't get any colder than, I think, minus 8. Oops. Get used to this new phone still. Okay. Oh, it's down to minus 9. I didn't think it was going to get that cold. They only called for minus 7. So we're down to minus 9. Sure don't feel like it in the trailer. I guess the trailer's finally caught up with the cold weather again because it's toasty in here. Anyway, that's another thing. My wood stove still isn't done. I mean, I wish I could do a lot of things myself because I could, but the problem is I'm not allowed to lift heavy things because of my stents. And it's like, wow, man, I feel trapped all the time. And I'm thinking, fuck, what am I going to do when I finally pull up, you know, roots here and move along and stuff? I mean, I'm going to want projects and stuff. So I got to go to the doctor's office tomorrow for my injection, which I haven't had in over a month. And it's killing me because either I have long COVID because I can't stop sleeping, or it's because I'm not getting my shots. I take these shots for testosterone because I guess as you go older, it gets less. And so you lose energy and other things. So anyway, I had been doing that, but when the other truck got cracked up by the deer, I wasn't able to go over there. And by the time I got the rental van, which I couldn't get in and out of the laneway and everything, I just gave up. So, but now that this thing's sitting there, I made an appointment for tomorrow, but I'm going to talk to the doctor too. Because they gave me an EKG about 2 months ago and they said I was in good shape. So I'm like, great. But, you know, anyway, I mean, it's probably stupid that I'm going to sit and try and pick up an airtight wood stove. It's smaller, not a full size, but not tiny like the ones that go in the tents. But like, you know, I used to be able to pick my Harley up, okay, which was probably over 600 pounds. And one of the things that we used to do is, you know, to learn how to drive a bike properly, my dad used to make me lay it down and then be able to pick it up. And if I couldn't pick it up, then I shouldn't be riding it. So anyway, I was able to pick up my Harley. I don't know if I could have do that today or not because of what the doctors keep telling me. But I mean, I used to be able to do that. So picking up that wood stove and bringing it in myself, you know, but it's the vagaries of getting older, folks, because it's like, okay, you know, everybody gives you all this advice. Well, don't do this, or, you know, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. But then when you want help, where are they? Now, granted, I live in the bush, but I'm not the only one that lives in the bush here. I don't like to bother my neighbors because my neighbors aren't really my friends, like that hang out all the time or anything. But I do have friends, but they seem to disappear when I need things done. And I mean, I have one neighbor, he's kind of a friend, but you know, he's more my worker than anything else. So, but I was hoping to help out a friend by giving him money to do the job, but it looks like that's not going to happen. Like, you know, I give him, you know, if he could help me with one thing, well, you know, well, here, do this job. Anywho, so I thought, well, since I'm up, I'll do this video and play around with the GoPro and see if I've got this thing finally working right, because in a lot of ways it's a lot easier to film with it than the phone because it's smaller, and I still haven't got my wherewithal with this because the camera on this S22 seems to be a lot fancier and it's doing things I don't like. So anyway, we'll get her figured out as I go along, but I think I've got a handle on this GoPro, I think. Let's hope so. So yeah, we're gonna jump in the truck later and we'll head into the village. I've got to get some pills, and I'm gonna go talk to my friend Everett at the Lanark small engine and get him to come by and pick up the machine and bring it to his place. And I don't know, that's about it. Boy, this is going to be a short one. There's really nothing else going on. I'm just trying to think. Oh, laundry. I'm going to start laundry again today because the temperatures are coming up to something where my clothes don't freeze instantly outside. Yeah. I was looking at those miniature dryers, like the small ones that run on 110 volts. Well, to put, what did they say? 13.5 pounds of clothes in there, which wet is probably like a couple of t-shirts and stuff. But it's like, okay, but then it takes like over 2 hours. There's even one setting that says it'll take a 200 minutes. And I'm like, man, that's over 3 hours to dry like a couple of t-shirts and some socks, underwear? No. I'm not going to, my hydro bill would be right up through the roof. It would be cheaper for me to run a 240, over to the side of the trailer here, and then, have my electrician put a 240 in and put a regular dryer in there. But they're too big, so that's going to have to wait till if I ever get to putting in an addition on over there. So, yeah, I don't know of any other way to do that. So we're still going to be using a clothesline. C'est la vie on that one. You just have to catch the right days when it's not minus 15 and, your clothes are like a board. You can whack yourself in the head and give yourself a concussion with them. But yesterday, when I was feeding the squirrels, I noticed, even though it was like minus 7, they were flapping. I'm going, good, they finally dried out. So there must have been just enough time with the sun and the wind that it took them dry. So I'm going to take them off and start getting the next loads done because I'm like way behind. Get her done while I can because the next batch of who knows whether, I was saying to one of the other YouTubers here, it's like one day you're minus 15, the next day you're plus 8, and you just like, there's no prediction or rhyme or reason to it. So what are you going to do? That's about it, I guess. I keep saying that, but Tuesday's garbage day. I definitely have to go Tuesday after the doctors to the garbage dump. I've got tons of garbage that's got to go because I wasn't able to go for over a month. And yeah, I think I'm going to bring the ice fishing tent, the auger and everything up to the front here underneath the awning so I can start having a look at it. There's something I near forgot. That bloody generator of mine wouldn't start that last time when the power was out for 10 hours. So I've got to pull that out of there and bring that up onto the deck as well and see what's going on with it. It might be just a matter there wasn't enough gas or something in it. Anyway, I'll find that out. If that's the case, well, one of my pension checks comes in Thursday, and I think I'll have enough money to buy like a 5-gallon gas can to fill that thing up, because the top of that thing carries like a whole 5 gallons and will run for like 4 days straight. And it was only, I think it was a half tank it only took the last time after 3 days of steady running, and that was running like air conditioners in here and other things. So the only difference, no air conditioning now, it's like heaters. I wouldn't have to worry about that if I had what? My wood stove. So anyway, yeah, so we're going to do that. We'll film that, I guess, if this thing is working, and I'll put it on my tripod, and hopefully that'll work, and I can get some more recent filming done. So I think that's the next couple of days. That's what we're going to get to. So I'll be filming that. And Thursday, got to run to Carleton Place for a grocery run. I'm not going to go to Perth. I'm doing this thing that our grocery store has, like you order everything online and then you go pick it up. Getting it delivered is way more expensive, but like when you arrive there, you haven't got to go up and down all the rows and bounce off of people, and I don't like being around people anyway. So this is a lot easier. I just do all my ordering online. I can take my time, and I've got it booked for 2 o'clock on Thursday. So when I arrive there, you know, it'd already be paid for too. So all I got to do is, you know, show them my ticket or phone or whatever it is, and bang, load it into the truck, and I'm gone. So I really like that plan. The other store I got to go to for my mother and myself, but it's not got the pickup service out here, so I don't mind. But it's a smaller store anyway, and it's kind of like, okay, I can deal with that one. And it's usually mostly older people that go to that one anyway, so I'm good with that. So yeah, we're going to do a trip to Carlton Place. Probably have to go to Bulk Barn for my mother. She likes these little saltless, they're about this size, of pretzels. But it's very hard to get ones without salt, so this is the only place that we can get that for her at Bulk Barn. So I'm going to pick her up like a great big bag, and she's happy because she can have that with her drink of whiskey and you know, whatever else is going on down there, and you know, and that'll keep the peace. Get her groceries done, and then we got the weekend. And I don't know yet. I may, like I say, after we check all that ice fishing equipment and everything, maybe I'll just go to a walk-on. I got the sled here, so I can probably just load the tent and the auger, couple of, you know, some fishing, like one of my fishing things, and, you know, maybe go out, just walk out onto the ice. So I don't need to have an ATV everywhere I go. We'll see. Coffee's getting warm. I got Goldie here. She just won't let me alone. Urgh. Never stops, this one. Hey, Goldie, look. Hey, you want to be on there? You want to hang out with Daddy? Here you go. There you, whoops. There you go. You happy now? Hey? You're a star on YouTube? Yeah? Okay. This cat hangs around me like 20 hours a day in here. And she can't get enough. Oh, look at there, eh? Oh, you want a pet on top of the head. Oh, you and Blackie and Wally are like the biggest suck cats in the world. Okay, Goldie. All right. What are you doing? I talk to her in that high voice. She immediately knows it's me. Like, you know, she knows who I'm talking to. Whereas Wally and Blackie, I'm like this. But it's like, Goldie, Goldie girl. And she's like, you know, if I say Blackie, she's like, do whatever I want. You know what's funny? Of the three cats, she's the only one that watches the TV when I'm watching it. It's amazing. And like, she'll lay on me for hours sometimes and just watch that TV, and you can see her eyes and her head moving with it. And I'm going like, what do you understand on there? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Jay. Yeah. Yeah. So, Jesus, Murphy, I don't think I've ever held you like this that long before. She knows she's on GoPro, eh? She's like a little rock star. Like, hey, put me in front of the camera, man. Or a movie star. Nah, fuck movie stars. Oh, there's one of those swear words. It's one of the things I was doing because, you know, I'm not going to sell myself out to advertisers or anything like that, and not say the word fuck or whatever. You know, I'm against all that. I'm a free speech absolutist. And that's for everybody, whether we like what they say or not. That's just me, and I will never change that. That's what the First Amendment is, and that's what Charter Dupee is in this country. And nope, sorry, man. I'm not selling out my values just to keep an advertiser happy or keep YouTube happy or whatever. So anyway, so you'll always get rough and raw here and the real deal. And like I say in my discovery, in my description thing too, I'm not doing, you know, these videos where it's music and floating things and all this other stuff. Like, holy crap, man. Like, I can see that on HBO. This is YouTube. I just want to see people doing their thing without all the extra shit. Anyways, to each his own, right? Just like music or anything else, art, you know, it's eye of the beholder. But for me, as a person, I can't do any different. You're just going to get what you're getting, and I'm not going to turn this into a Martin Scorsese epic. I'm just not, you know. I mean, I can. I've learned the editing now. I can do all kinds of crazy shit. I just think it's like, for me, it's boring. It's like, well, that ain't me. Like, if you're sitting here puffing away with me, are we having all these special effects and floating music and floating bees and trees and... You know, no. I mean, I'll go outside if I want to see floating bees. Well, not now, but in the summer. But I mean, bees. I'm not doing floating bees. You know, I'm going to go out and take video of the bees out there. You know, it's just, anyway, for me, it's, no, man. I mean, YouTube was originally intended to be amateur hour, you know, people like me or whatever, and somehow it got all changed. YouTube, obviously. But that's all fine. Like I said, eye of the beholder, right? But that's not, you know, you're not going to get the floating bees and the buzzing birds and all the other bullshit. I mean, you're just going to get what it is, okay? And I ain't changing for no one. I ain't done it in 60 years. I sure as fuck ain't going to do it in my last 20 years of life if I manage that, even manage that 20 years. All right, everyone. Well, let's call this a done video. And yeah, so please like, share, and subscribe, because the subscribe thing is what really gets these channels going. Okay, I've noticed this over on Wicked Tunes. I got a lot more subscribers there, but I also see the videos turning up now. And whereas I don't see them turning up on Lad from the Woods because nobody's subscribing, or, you know, or likes and stuff like that. Hey, if you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to like, hey, good, be gone. But if you are coming regular and stuff, it'd be a great big help kind of thing. I'm really seriously thinking of never monetizing my channels. I'm just going to be people supported, because I really don't like the idea, because I think once an advertiser, you know, well, okay, if a guy wants to contact, a guy or a company wants to, a girl, whatever, wants to contact me and say, listen, we've got a flamboozle bullet that we want you to review, and here we're giving one of those to you for free, and just be an honest review. Fine, I'll do that. But you don't own me, and you never will. And I'm not taking cash or anything from these. If I'm going to do anything, I'll take stuff from you, people like you and me that can afford it. If you can't, don't. Okay, keep your money for yourself and your kids and whatever else you got going on in your life. And if you've got extra, great. You know, keep this going. You know, what I'm doing here and stuff. But yeah, my responsibility is doing this is to you people, not to Joe Schlub at Advertiser Ours Us or whatever, or the Acme Advertising Company. No. Those are the people that have ruined the world as far as I'm concerned. So, all right, well, please, I'll say it again. Please like, share, and subscribe. And there's links in the description for donation, whatever. And there's also links to my other YouTube sites, which there's 6 of them running now. Yeah, including the UFO World Speaks one. So there's 6 in total. So, I mean, 1 donation, 6 channels. I don't know anybody else is doing a deal quite like that. Who knows? Anyway, I'm doing it, and I don't care, and I'm having fun, so that's the main thing. I got WWE Wrestling in here. Wally from Parts Unknown and Goldie from Parts Unknown using foreign objects on each other and body slamming. We need to get a hold of Jim Cornette. We've got something here. Wrestling cats. Maybe AEW is stupid enough to jump on that. Oh, I just didn't say that. Sorry, MGF, but you're the only good wrestler in that whole federation anyway. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Peace, long life, live long and prosper, everyone. Be cool.